Well, we're awaiting the crucial vote on the Speaker of the House. Now, member of the House Ways and Means Committee, Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, joins us now. Congresswoman, great to have you with us. Our sources are telling us that there actually will not be a vote on the floor today. Is that what you're hearing as well?
I just got the word that we're going to be gaveling in and then looking at doing a vote sometime in the future. I assume probably either maybe tomorrow morning or I'm not sure when, but we'll stay tuned.
And, and of course, we're hearing Steve Scalise, of course, got the votes be in that closed door meeting, but he doesn't have all the votes he would need. What do you anticipate happening when that vote does happen on the floor?
Well, I'm hoping we can come together as a conference, because one thing that we agreed on was that if we elect a speaker and by a majority of the votes in our conference, that person will be voted on the floor. We're hearing that may not be what's happening. That's unfortunate to hear that some of the members who said that this is what they would do aren't doing that. I know that Jim Jordan is urging all members to support Steve Scalise on the floor, so I hope that happens. I supported Steve Scalise, but I think they're both tremendous, and I think both of them would be excellent speakers of the House right now.
Congresswoman, I got the impression that Republicans didn't want this long, drawn-out process like what happened the first time around with Kevin McCarthy to transpire again. It's kind of inching towards that way a little bit. No, what do you think?
Look, nothing is easy. Democracy is not easy. It's not easy to get a group of very diverse people from all across the country to come together in agreement. We've shown that even our very narrow majority is challenging for us. But I think in the end, we need to unite around a speaker. We need to go to the floor and vote for Steve Scalise and not allow the Democrats to control who controls the floor. The Democrats under Joe Biden and the leadership of Nancy Pelosi and the inaction of Schumer in the Senate has led this country and our world into chaos. We are seeing a disaster at our border. We see war erupting around the world, massive inflation, high cost of energy, America behind. And I see that in very, very acutely in upstate New York, where I represent.
Congresswoman, how crucial is getting this vote done, getting a new speaker in place as we're watching the war raging on in Israel?
Look, we are not going to get anything done until we have a speaker and we can resume our activities on the floor to make sure that we are providing the aid to Israel. I recently I led the bill to provide more for the Iron Dome, because we are hearing Iron Dome thuds going off every day. We know that the depletion of Israel's resources on Iron Dome and other resources are going very quickly because of the escalating war. We were all in conference when we saw that even more was happening in northern Israel and also in Beirut, that we're evacuating our embassy in Beirut in Lebanon. This is a huge problem. We have an enemy, Hamas, funded and brought along by the Iranians. I've been one of the most vocal voices against the Iranian regime on every level, at every step of the way. This administration has coddled the Iranians, has tried to go back into an Iran nuclear deal. I've been trying to stop that. I've pointed out the corruption of Rob Malley, the envoy appointed by the Biden administration, who now looks like he may have been operating a spy ring amidst our Secretary of State's office, in the Department of State. This could be happening. We could have a treasonous character who's been negotiating on behalf of us. I pointed this out long ago, that we need to stand up to Iran. We cannot have appeasement and weakness. We need a strong leader. That's why it's so important that the Republicans unite and be the strong voice that America and the world needs today.
Well, we hope hopefully it gets settled soon there on Capitol Hill. Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, thanks so much for coming on American Agenda. We appreciate it.
Thank you.